The following announcement has been paid for by Perched on the Top Rope.
I see you. This is Perched on the Top Rope, and I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get ya!
Welcome everyone to Perched on the Top Ropes. This day in pro wrestling history, it is December 9th, ladies and gentlemen, and on December 9th, we do have a birthday on December 9th, 1984. Happy birthday, JTG, one half of Crime Time in the WWE, turns 40. Happy birthday. So what happened on this day, December 10th, in professional wrestling history? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go back all the way to 1972. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, on this day, December 10th, 1972, Ric Flair makes his professional wrestling debut as he debuts in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. And he wrestled a gentleman by the name of George Gatsky to a time limit draw. And I'm not flashing forward too far ahead, because 1 year later, that's right, 51 years ago, in 1973, December 10th, Bruno Sammartino defeats Stan Stasiak at Madison Square Garden in New York City to win his second WWF Heavyweight Championship. That's right, it was 3 W's back then. Not 2, like we were used to. But back then, in the 70s, it was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. And Bruno Sammartino made history on this day 51 years ago because he became the first person to ever win the heavyweight championship on more than one occasion. Prior to Bruno Sammartino, nobody had held the belt more than once. So congratulations, Bruno. And we flash forward to December 10th, 2007, when WWE presented a special 15th anniversary edition of Monday Night Raw in Bridgeport, Connecticut. There was a lot of cameos from such names like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff and more. But I'm going to talk about the results of the show first, as the Intercontinental Championship was on the line in a ladder match, which saw Jeff Hardy defeat Carlito to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Rob Van Dam would go on and defeat Santino Marella, who's been a guest on our show. And the next match saw Evolution, Batista, Triple H, and Ric Flair defeat Rated RKO of Randy Orton and Edge, with Umaga by disqualification. Hornswoggle vs. the Great Khali ended in a no contest. We would see a battle royal of legends of the past 15 years that had appeared on Monday Night Raw, as Ted DiBiase Sr. would defeat Al Snow, Bart Gunn, Bob Backlund, Doink the Clown, Flash Funk, Gangrel, Gilbert, Irwin R. Shyster, Jim Neidhart, Pete Gas, Repo Man, Scotty 2 Hotty, Sergeant Slaughter, Skinner, Steve Blackman, and the Goon in a 15-man battle royal. It would be Irwin R. Shyster who would actually win the match, but then Ted DiBiase would come down and pay his way to win the battle royal. After all, Ted DiBiase says everybody's got a price. And the World Tag Team Championships were on the line as the champions Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch were defending their championships against Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly, which would see new tag team champions Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes. And the main event was Mr. Kennedy defeating one half of the Rockers, Marty Jannetty. At the time, for Marty Jannetty, this was actually a tryout to come back to WWF, and unfortunately, things did not pan out.
It is now time for a special 15th anniversary 15-man over the top rope battle royal. From Lima, Ohio, from the great state of Texas, Mark Gunn. Oh, Mark Gunn! Everybody loves Clay. I have to pay for it. Oh. The Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. Steve Blackman, a 6. The Great Pussy, Pete. Yes. Remember Pete. From the Everglades, Skinner! Erwin Armeister, I.R.S. Flash Bunch! Scotty to Honey! Jim the Anvil Neidhart! Orchid Super! Oh, it just keeps getting...
Ladies and gentlemen, those were all the entrances to the 15th anniversary edition of Raw, the Superstar Battle Royal. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted or flagged for all of that. I tried to cut it up the best I could. And as you saw from all of those in-betweens, go follow all of our social media. Help us grow. 16,000 strong on Facebook. Everywhere else is doing great. So I'm going to end with this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Perched on the Top Rope. This day in pro wrestling history. Remember, spoiler free's the way to be. I'm out.